Chris. Chris, hello.
What?
We're filming episode 3.
Episode 3 of the On Tour show. Welcome. Today we're looking at Transformers War for Cybertron,
We're also taking a look at Dead Island.
Supergiant Games Bastion for Xbox Live Arcade.
And yes, Lead and Gold.
Lead and Gold, and I've seen it. It's bad. Yeehaw!
Let's jump in.
And here is Transformers War for Cybertron. Easily one of my favorite cartoons from the 80s. Saw the movie in the theater when I was younger. And here's the opening sequence for the game. And as you can see, it looks pretty epic. It does capture the spirit of the game. The game has an Autobot and Decepticon campaign, so whichever you were fans of when you were younger, you can live that.
No, I like that a lot.
Yep. And,
Autobot all the way.
Autobots, yeah, hell yeah. There's a full multiplayer modes in the game too. You have Team Deathmatch, Conquest, which is kind of like a capture and hold type thing, and there's also Escalation, which is similar to Horde mode, where you just fight waves and waves of enemies with your friends. There's a co-op mode for the campaign where you and a buddy can play. The cool thing about the multiplayer is you don't actually play like a named Transformer. You actually create your own.
Oh, you do?
Yep, and there's the classes are there's a leader, soldier, scientist, and scout, and each has their own unique abilities.
I like that a lot. That's a good idea.
The campaign at the end, you fight like a huge monster. Like at the end of the Decepticon, as you can see here, you're fighting Omega Supreme. Did you own Omega Supreme? I did. He was a big one. So yeah, I mean, this game is actually like a lot better than the other Transformers games that have come out. One of the better licensed games in recent memory.
I wanted to comment on that as well because I mean I own the movie version for the game that came out for the movie, and it looked nothing like this. I mean they did a really good job on this. I mean keeping it to the traditional Transformers standards.
Yeah, High Moon Studios did a great job on this game. They have their own take on the Transformers. Obviously, they don't look like Bumblebee here doesn't look like a Volkswagen, and that's because they haven't left Cybertron yet and been to Earth to see a Volkswagen.
Yeah,
and there is a
course.
sequel to this game coming out. It's called The Fall of Cybertron, and that's where they their exodus from the planet and they go to Earth. And it also introduces one of my favorite Transformers of all time, the Dinobots. So I'm really looking forward to the sequel to this. So yeah, this is an excellent game. If you haven't played it, at least try it. The multiplayer is all there, and it's a lot of fun.
Oh, cool. Is this some multiplayer now?
Yep.
Excellent. I think I'm gonna have to play some of it right now.
All right.
Here's Chris, the game by Techland, and a Polish company. Give them props.
Kidding.
Give them props for that. But yes, of course, and everybody's saying you're reviewing another zombie game. Well, yes, fuck you. We love zombies here at the On Tour show.
I love killing zombies.
As do I. The opening sequence here, they did a really great job. I mean, You're watching it. I mean, and it really builds you for getting ready to play the game.
Yep.
When we both were talking about when we first bought it and we're sitting down, we're going through. I'm like, this is very cool.
And it was a good song too. Who do you voodoo, bitch?
Yeah, Sam B, actually one of the characters you can play in the game.
Yeah.
It's just it all ties in together. It's really nice. Even the story, they did a really well job on the story.
I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, there's going to be a few things we're going to mention about this, and we're going to go through like a bunch of things, but really short. Character-wise, I mean, there's 4 characters you can choose from. You have Logan, Perna, Sam B, the rapper you just seen, and you have Jan. Now, they all have their own unique
weapon proficiencies.
Yeah, that's the best way to say it. I personally like Perna. She's more of a gun, and sharp weapons.
And this is great right here when you like run into a zombies and your windows break.
Oh yeah, everything like vehicle-wise and everything. They kept it like really kind of realistic.
Oh, can't miss that zombie. Get him.
Yeah. The one thing I will say though, the replay value is great on this. I mean, jumping online and just going around and hack and slash zombies is good. But there were some things that I was lacking in the game, and it just felt like I wasn't running into a lot of zombies as I wanted to. I wanted like hordes. I wanted gruesome, like just getting tear to shreds with a gun and just mowing them down.
They didn't have a lot of guns in the game either.
Yeah,
it was hard to find ammo for them anyway.
Yeah, so well, that was the big thing I disliked about the game.
I thought a problem with this game was they released it a little bit too early. It was very buggy from its initial release, but they wanted to try to get it out before the holiday release. And if it came out recently, it wouldn't have gotten as much attention as it did when it came out. But the patches have fixed it, and overall, I mean, I didn't really enjoy the game. I only played it for 8 hours and got bored. So
I'll have to. I like the game, so it's it's not
all
bad.
right. All right, here is Bastion on Xbox Live Arcade. Most of the Xbox Live Arcade games that I've played do not compare to this. This is a full-fledged game, and thanks to the success of this game, Supergiant Games is opening their own studio to make more. The game is just an absolute work of art, in my opinion. It's so colorful. It's got that old-school action feel to it.
It is awfully colorful, I will say that.
It's a work of art, man. And as you see, here's the world map, and you can select stages. There's also like bonus levels where you become more proficient with your weapons, and the story is even really good. But the best part of this game that I think is there's a narrator that actually like talks while you're playing, and like even like if you leave your controller sitting for a little bit, it's like, where did the kid go? And
is it James Earl Jones?
No. But otherwise, like, if you're looking for a Zelda-style action RPG, this is the game to go. I mean,
it kind of reminds me of Nintendo's first Zelda. It does have that. Like,
a lot of people say that. Yeah, I mean, this is a must-have if you got Xbox Live Arcade, and it is definitely a unique experience. It's just awesome.
Now, have you beat the game?
I have not yet. I have gotten very far though. I'm almost towards the end.
I mean, the levels look so elaborate. I mean, it looks like it'll take a long time to get through.
It's really cool how they like build themselves up. Like it's kind of like a fog of war. You don't know what's coming up, and like the world just like assembles in front of you. Buy this game, guys. Like I cannot say enough of great things about Bastion.
I mean, it looks good. I'd have to try it out. All right, here we go, everybody. As we promised, Lead and Gold.
All right, cowpokes, get ready for a really terrible game.
Now, I'll give some pointers before we really just start destroying this game. I mean, there's 4 characters you can pick from. It always seems like every game there's 4 characters.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, in this I tried the Gunslinger. Now, let me give you a quick little thing.
Yeah, at first you're like, wow, this game looks really good, and then 2 seconds later you're like, no, it's not.
Yeah, graphically wise, it's not that bad. But I was introduced to this game by my brother. My brother said, we like to go trophy hunting. So he's like,
Right.
hey, let's go get some trophies from this game really quick. And I started playing it, and I literally wanted to pull my fucking hair out. I'm like, what are we doing? I hear kids playing, and these kids are probably in a bunker in like.
Now this
in
is only an
Utah.
online game, right? There's no story mode or
There's
anything
no
like that.
campaign
Wow.
mode in this. It's just multiplayer. And if this game's that shitty, who the fuck wants to play it? So there's nobody ever to play with.
Oh yeah, what the hell's you got there? A fucking voodoo pole or something?
It could be an array of things. We don't want to
Wow, they
discuss.
should really call this game shit and piss.
Yeah, they should. But I mean, right now I'm playing the tutorial. That just shows you how little you can actually play this game with other people, unless you know anybody else who would actually buy the game. Which, please do not buy this game.
Yeah, wow, this fucking sucks.
I
I got a one-word description for it, Tom. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tried to burp there, but didn't work. Just like this game doesn't work.
I think it kind of summed it up.
There we go. That's better.
And even in the tutorial, I mean, I'm dropping money bags down in the specific locations they're giving me, and we're getting glitter.
Billy the Kid would roll over in his grave right now if he saw this shit.
Yeah, I don't. It's.
Do you like kill anybody? I think. Oh, there's somebody.
Yeah, I get to shoot somebody here. And another thing
Wow,
about this,
point blank with a shotgun.
and no matter who you shoot, they will get back up, and you have to shoot them again. I mean, I shot the guy in the head.
Wow. Oh, here it comes.
This is another best part of the game.
Uh,
Suicide. Do not buy
garbage.
it.
On the next episode, and believe it, Tom, it's 4 episodes already.
I know, I believe
On the next episode of the On Tour Show, we're going to be looking at a special request from my buddy Frostforge. He wants to see us review Warhammer game Space Marine.
We're going to also take a look at a game called The Saboteur,
And we'll be looking at Finish Him, Mortal Kombat 9.
and a game called Cell Factor.
Psychokinetic Wars. That sounds freaking ridiculous.
It's bad.
Is it bad?
It's bad.
We have a couple special thanks out there for my buddy Frostforge, as I mentioned before, and Money Launder. And I'd also like to thank the Demented Duo, Craig and Val Morris, who have been giving us some pointers on shooting and stuff like that, and also Dylan and Julian Mercado, and our assistant director for the day, Alan Ormanowski. You the man. All right, so please tune in, and Tommy has something he wants to say.
Well, I just want to let everybody know we really appreciate everybody, your comments and your feedback. But please do not forget to write into the show. And anything you want us to review, we will do that. And you'll also get a mention on the show as well.
Yep. So we'll see you next time.